Here's what it is, man. We got the rotors turned and we hit all up in there and cleaned off the whole caliper bracket. And also what we did is we greased and lubricated the point of contact right here. Also on the back side that you can't see, at the bottom down here, and also on the back side. That is a quality $300 brake job, y'all. People don't go the extra mile to take the extra steps, but I promise you, it'll be well worth it, y'all. Today, YouTube, we're gonna be doing a brake job on a 2017 Kia Optima. And I'm gonna share with y'all what people normally don't do that will help you to make sure your brakes stop smooth and they last as long as they can, YouTube. So if you wanna make sure that you're doing the absolute best brake job you can, stay tuned. But before we do that, check this 75 convertible Caprice. It's sitting in the woods, 28 years, y'all. Unmolested. Yeah, baby. We got a roller, baby. We got a roller. We got both donks in the garage now, man. How would you like to know how to do an LS swap in an old school car that run like this? I'm satisfied, you too, you too. '72 convertible Impala LS3 swap. Make sure you watch this video all the way through. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on your notification bell. That way you see all the videos when we post them. And I need for you to drop me a comment in the comment section and say I'm riding with Chevy's R Us, Tone. Let Chevy's R Us help you do your LS swap, YouTube. We a family, man. We gonna do this thing together. Y'all ready? You too, you too. YouTube, man. Today, man, we got a Kia Optima behind us. You know, we Chevy people, but this is my daughter's car. This is my baby daughter's car, my youngest daughter. She has, I think it's a 2017 Kia Optima. So that's what we're going to be doing today. First thing we're going to do, we're going to get this thing jacked up. I don't know where the correct jacking points are at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look online and I'm going to see where the correct jacking points are. We're going to get this guy jacked up and we're going to get the tires off so we can get started on the brakes. All right? Be back with y'all in a minute. All right, YouTube. I got the car jacked up. I got both front wheels off the ground. That way we can do both front brakes at the same time. Take both rotors off and go get both rotors turned. The bolt size is actually either a 13/16 or a 21 millimeter. So just to let y'all know. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull these calipers off, these guys right here, and then that way we can get the brakes out and get these rotors out, y'all. Looks like we gotta take this off, then take the bracket off, and then take these Phillips screws off. That one is loose, so look at that. So we'll go from there, YouTube. We'll see what's up. All right, be back in a minute. A ½ inch, but I'll let you know in a minute. All right, YouTube, what I got the caliper just sitting up here, and I screwed the mounting bolts to the caliper back in. They're a size 14 millimeter, and I got one here. And right now, I'm just documenting the orientation that these brakes are in, so I make sure I get a real good look and how they are up in there, y'all. That's all I'm doing now, and that way I can put them back in the same way. So let me get these brakes pulled out. Looks like they just got this little clip that pops in right there. It goes at the top, and this one goes at the bottom, and like that. Should just pop right out. Yeah, they look like they just pop right out. And put the camera down so I can use both hands, YouTube. I got the brakes out, kind of popped them right out. On the driver's side, I took note that sensor, the low brake warning sensor right there. It goes, there it is right there. It goes on the inside, just like that, on the driver's side. So I laid that down over there. And then I'm gonna take this off right here. This is a 17 millimeter back here. And it's also another 17 millimeter bolt down here. This just holds the caliper bracket on. We're gonna make sure we use some Loctite whenever we put these 17 millimeter bolts back on. They hold the caliper bracket. That way we make sure they don't come off. So let me put the camera down and I'm gonna go ahead and get this taken off right here. Hi YouTube, got this caliper bracket off here. Bolts mounts right here. See that mounts just like that, but I got it off. I just laid it down right there. So now the only thing I got left is these Phillips screws right here. So once I take this Phillips screw off and that Phillips screw off, this rotor should just slide right off. So let me put the camera down, let me do that. All right YouTube, I got them Phillips screws out in the rotor. It just came right off, as y'all can see. So now what I'm gonna do, now that I got that rotor off, we're gonna go around here to this side and we're gonna repeat the same process that we just used to take the other part of, take the other side loose. We're gonna break everything down the same way as we did the other side. And then we can take these rotors up to get them turned. So let me go ahead and do that. And I'll be right back with y'all in a minute. All right, YouTube, check this out. Now, we just dropped the rotors off at the auto parts store to get turned, smooth the rotors out. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take y'all back in the backyard to the workbench area and do the extra steps that 99% of the other people don't do to make sure you got a good quality brake job. All right, let's go. All right, YouTube, we're back here at our workbench, and I just got the caliper bracket sitting up on this stand right here. And I got a drill with a Y brush on it. I got a smaller one right here too, but I'm just gonna pop these little things out here. Take this right here. All right, we got that all cleaned up. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop these things out right here. Show y'all, man. Whoop, pop that out. So now I'm gonna take this and just dip it in this grease right here. Y'all see that? Got that right there like that. And now I'm just gonna slide that in there like that. That's it, YouTube. Pop this one out. Pop. Do the same thing, YouTube. Some of that grease up in there like that. That's it, YouTube. Now we're gonna take this one back. We're gonna go get the other one, do the same thing, YouTube. Be back in a minute. Just pop these clips back in. It's gonna take a little bit more grease. Put right in there where the brakes slide in at, y'all. This is High-Temp grease. You can use some brake lubricant. You know, you don't want the thing is you don't want to use an excessive amount. Just want to use just a dab, just a little bit. You don't want to use a whole lot. So now I got that all tightened up. I'm gonna put this one to the side and I'm gonna go get the other one, YouTube. So look, check it out, y'all. This is what they don't get done. As y'all can see, my man Willie right there, man, is prepping this machine, getting ready to turn the rotors and smooth them out so that they're not warped, which is the problem that we had with this 2017 Kia, y'all. But I just wanted to show y'all this so y'all get a glimpse at what it's doing. You know what I'm saying? That's flattening out both sides of your rotors. I know y'all see how nice and clean and pretty that rotor looks, man. It's flat on both sides. The man at the auto parts store said he actually had to turn it 3 different times because they was very warped. It was really warped. And what that comes from is how you drive. If you one of them people that get on your brakes and you stay on your brake all the way until you stop, they don't never have time to cool down. And so what you do is, to prevent that, is you gradually stop. You brake, brake, brake until you come to a complete stop. Those people that stay on the brake like that, just hit them and stay on them all the way till you stop. People that drive like that, they spend a lot of money on their vehicles. And we're gonna go from there, YouTube. All right, YouTube, first thing first, we gonna sit this rotor back on here like this, and we're gonna make sure that these holes line up with these holes right here. So we'll do that like that. Nope, that ain't it. Yep. Do it like that. Yep. There you go. Now they line up. Next thing you want to do, you want to take these little screws that hold the rotor on, put you some anti-seize on there. Just paint me a little bit on it. That way, you know, you ain't stuck. All right, just tighten it back up with the screwdriver. Now that I got that rotor on, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this caliper bracket back on, and the bolts, I'm gonna take the bolts that hold the caliper bracket on, I'm gonna put some Loctite on it, YouTube. Loctite, put that screw in the side and the back there. Let me get that tightened up. Be right back, YouTube. All right, YouTube. I got the brakes right here. And these are the old brakes down on the ground. I don't know if you can see them or not. What I do is these are the old brakes. So I just match them up. Make sure that the brake sensor is in the right place. And yeah, just go from there, YouTube. Yeah, that looks the same. Absolutely. Exactly the same. So now what I do is I just put me a little brake grease on the back of the brake. Just very little, y'all. You don't need that much. Just a little bit. That'll help keep it from squealing. So now what I need to do is push this caliper in with my C-clamp. And in order to push the caliper back in, YouTube, use a C-clamp and you take one of the old brakes. These brakes are not actually that bad, but the rotors were warped and the brakes wear to the rotors. And so they need to be replaced because they're not flat and smooth like the calipers are. So I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna put this like this and just press it back, y'all. Just twist. That's it. Now that caliper is all the way back. Next thing I'm gonna do, position this. Okay, it goes like that. So now I'm gonna get this guy in and he should just slide right in. All right, YouTube. So I got the brakes snapped in and they just pretty much just snap right in. They got some little spring tensions on here that you gotta kind of push and maneuver it. It ain't hard at all, y'all. As long as you got this in and that in, you can kind of play around with it and pop the brake right in, y'all. So next thing is slide this over and put the caliper mounting bolts back on. And tighten the caliper back up. And then I'm gonna put the wheel back on, YouTube. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, YouTube, I just want to give y'all a close-up. Here's what it is, man. We got the rotors turned. So this surface is nice and smooth. These are the caliper mounting brackets. We removed these caliper mounting brackets and we hit all up in there and cleaned off the whole caliper bracket with a wire brush. And that removes tons and tons of brake dust. And then also what we did is we greased and lubricated the point of contact right here. Also on the back side that you can't see, at the bottom down here, and also on the back side, we lubricated it. And it's all ready, man. That is a quality $300 brake job, y'all. People don't go the extra mile to take the extra steps, but I promise you, it'll be well worth it, y'all. So let's get this tire on and we're gonna be right back with y'all. Be back in a minute. All right, YouTube, after you get the pads back on, you should have these little clips right here. They just go in like that. They just go right there like that. They got little holes in the, dang. Let me put it back in real quick. Let me put the phone. All right, y'all. Got the, those little spring retention clips. I got them in, but it was kind of difficult it wasn't difficult. I just had to use both of my hands to hold the brakes in while the clips are on, while I slip that caliper down over it. Play around with it a few minutes, you'll get it. But already, tire ready to go back on, YouTube. Be back in a minute. All right, YouTube, we finished the other side, and now this is the side that we haven't completed yet. Let's speed things up so we can do it a little quicker. Watch this, y'all. Wham. All right, YouTube, we got the front all done. So now this is actually a different day, and we're getting ready to do the back. I'm not gonna do a complete video on doing the back, because doing the back is basically the same way as the front. But if I find some discrepancies in the difference of the process used, then what I'll do is I'll let you know exactly what's different from doing the front and the back. But right now, I'm gonna get this back jacked up. So let's get that done real quick. Just taking a good look the way this is right here. You know what I'm saying? Here go the little things right here. Take them out. On the inside, outside, inside. That's gonna be it. Ease off so I can take this caliper bracket off. Don't depress that. It's not gonna, the new brake's not gonna fit in there because this is out too far. So other than that, that's about the only difference in the front and the back. Otherwise, the process is still the same. Here's the caliper bracket, and the brakes are still inside the caliper bracket right there.
And they got the little metal clips that just stick in the top and stick in the bottom of the brake. These just come out. You just pull them right out. They come right out, YouTube. There you go, just like that. So, all right, that's all I wanted to show you. All right, be back in a minute.
Got the car all done. We got all the brakes completed. And there's really no difference in the process. You do the back the same way as you do the front. The only thing different that I seen is the way that the clips are made. That's it. And they go in the same way, but they just look a little different. Otherwise, same process. I also actually went on a test drive. My phone died on me, but man, the car drives beautiful. It drives like a brand new car, y'all. You can really tell the difference. So my advice is go the extra mile, take the extra steps that we covered in this video, and you're gonna be over satisfied, y'all. You're gonna be very happy with the results. All right, if you like this video, go ahead and click that subscribe button, share this video out, and also, man, hey, turn on your notification bell, YouTube. All right? YouTube, YouTube!